D.
Well, I know that summer is approaching, and I know that some of you are planning on taking a vacation. I will give you some suggestions on how to make your vacation more enjoyable. A lot of it depends on where you are staying. I notice that going on vacation is more enjoyable when I get to stay in my own motel room. The most important thing about having your own motel room is you'll get to have your own private bathroom. That is very important. A lot of people forget why it's so important to have your own private bathroom. While you are on vacation, sooner or later you are going to have a bowel movement. One of the greatest luxuries in life is having a bowel movement in your own private bathroom. If you have a bowel movement when no one is around, no one will have to get to smell it either. The problem is having your own motel room can get to be very expensive. Those money-grubbing scumfuck assholes who own those motels charge $50 or more just for one night. Can't they lower their rates? Don't they realize that there are people who cannot take a healthy shit unless they have their own private bathroom? Did you ever notice that after you get done taking a healthy shit that you feel a tingling sensation in your rectum and it feels kind of good? That's because a happy colon is an empty colon. Also, taking a healthy shit a day helps keep colon cancer away. Now, there are some people who cannot take a healthy shit while everyone knows that there are some people who can take a shit while everyone knows that they are taking a shit, and they will stink up a bathroom without having any consideration for those who have to go into the bathroom after them. Meanwhile, there are people who cannot stand to take a shit unless a private bathroom is available. My parents didn't think it was normal unless someone takes a shit in the morning right after eating breakfast. Personally, I think the best time of day to take a healthy shit is at midnight. The first time I ever got to travel with someone other than my parents was when I was living in Florida, when I went with a group of people to Disney World. I stayed in a motel room for one night with a couple of other people, and I wondered if any of them took a shit in the morning after eating breakfast, just like my parents did. Well, no one I was with talked about taking a shit, and as far as I know, no one took a shit to my knowledge. However, there was a guy there who kept blowing a lot of farts. I prefer not to travel with groups of people because most people in groups are assholes. Especially church groups, and that group of people that I was with was no exception. It is extremely difficult to find privacy to take a healthy shit. It's extremely difficult to find privacy to take a healthy shit while traveling with a group of people, and that can lead to painful cramps and gas pains. Now, some of you may decide to stay at a youth hostel to cut down on expenses because motels are too fucking expensive. The problem with staying in a youth hostel is you won't even get your own bathroom, your own room, let alone your own private bathroom. And the problem is it's difficult to go into the bathroom there to take a shit because the bathrooms stink because people are taking a shit all day. If you stay at a youth hostel, the best time to take a shit is at 2 o'clock in the morning because no one is in the bathroom at that time. My job is to give you some tips on the most convenient ways to take a healthy shit while you are traveling, even if you don't have your own private bathroom. Now, some of you may be lucky enough to stay at a friend's house when you go on vacation. Finding friends who will let you stay with them can be quite difficult because they know that there is a good chance that you will be taking a shit in their bathroom while you are visiting them. Now, if you are lucky enough to stay with friends, show them a little respect and don't take a shit in their bathroom. You are going to have to find another bathroom. And I know a lot of people cannot afford to stay in their own motel room, so I will give you some creative ways to find the right restroom. That's another thing. Why is it that everywhere I go, they call them restrooms instead of bathrooms? People don't go there to rest. People go there to take a piss and a shit. They really ought to call it the pissing and the shit pots. Now, the two most important things about finding the right bathroom is the bathroom needs to be clean and the bathroom needs to be private. I once walked into a bathroom and there was diarrhea splattered all over the walls, and it was splattered all over the toilet seat, and it was all over the floor, and to top it off, there was piss all over the floor. And even I found that to be a bit appalling. It is important for the bathroom to be clean. I don't know if any of you shop at Target, but have you ever noticed how nice and clean their bathrooms are? Because the bathrooms in Target are so nice and clean would make it the perfect place to take a healthy shit, but there is another problem. There is always someone in the bathroom. For some people, it is not easy to take a shit in the bathroom when someone else happens to be in the bathroom. Then you have to keep going in and out of the bathroom every few minutes, only to deal with the frustration that someone else is in that bathroom. There are a lot of times when no one is in the bathroom and you get into a stall and you're about to poop out a nice big turd when someone decides to walk into the bathroom. Now, what if someone walks into the bathroom after you have just got done taking a shit and the smell is fucking horrible? Well, whoever gets to smell your bowel movement will probably never see you again anyway, and you will have the satisfaction knowing that you got the job done. Another good store that used to be a good place to take a healthy shit in, but they went out of business, was Linens and Things. The bathrooms there weren't as clean as Target, but there was almost never anyone in there. Now, the best place to take a healthy shit with a good amount of privacy are places where yuppies hang out, like golf courses, in which there are often plenty of vacant bathrooms available. If you are staying with a group of friends at Motel 6 because you cannot afford to stay at a fancy hotel, you can run across the street to the Radisson, Embassy Suites, or Hilton, and there's usually a good bathroom available in the lobby for you to take a healthy shit in. Now, don't try to use the bathroom between 7:30 in the morning until 11 o'clock because it is very difficult to find privacy, because that's when a lot of people are checking out of the motel and hotel and taking a shit. But after 11 o'clock is almost the perfect bathroom to take a shit in. The bathrooms in these hotels are fancy, they are nice and clean and private if you wait until after 11 o'clock in the morning to take a dump. Now, I notice that in the suburbs it is very easy to find a bathroom to take a shit, but in the city it is difficult to find a bathroom to take a healthy shit because there are so many places where you have to ask for a fucking key. However, there are a lot of colleges and universities, and they are excellent places to take a shit because if you go into the bathroom and if someone happens to be in the bathroom, there are plenty of other bathrooms available, and there is an excellent chance that you will find a bathroom in which you will be able to take a shit in privacy. Now, my friend June told me that even when she's not on vacation, that she prefers to take a shit in a public bathroom. June told me that she likes to take a shit in public bathrooms because she has problems with being constipated, and she often ends up pooping out Lincoln Logs, and when she takes a shit at home, her toilet ends up overflowing. Remember, if you can take a healthy shit, you will feel a lot better, and your vacation will be a lot more enjoyable, and the next time you take a dump, you will probably be thinking about me.
Well, that was everything I was going to talk about, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. You know, I've done a lot of touring to different festivals and stuff around the country, and I've stayed in a lot of hostels over the years, and if I had seen your set before I'd done that, that could have saved me a lot of discomfort. So, all right, so moving right along to our